Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. In the last episode, we killed Arch-Curate Vithar, and we tossed his body over the balcony. We also gained Auriel's bow, which you can see here. Does an effect by itself. Targets take triple damage if they're undead. We also use Serana's blood to create blood-cursed elven arrows, which will completely blot out the sun. I'm thinking the only benefit of that is that if you are a vampire, which we are, and if the sun is out, we don't get all of those horrible negative effects, which is pretty cool, but also a little extra step that you have to do before fighting, which I really don't like. And we also have sun-hallowed elven arrows, which cause, I don't know why I put the emphasis on elven, they're all elven, causes sunburst attacks to nearby targets if shot at the sun with Auriel's bow. So I will try to remember. I'm going to go ahead and equip those and also put Auriel's bow in my favorites and try and remember to use that just to show you guys, even though obviously we are a mage and we're not going to be using archery too much. We also have a new quest here, and we're also on the cusp of level 38. Kindred Judgment. With Auriel's bow in my possession, it's time to confront Harkon and reshape the prophecy as I see fit. Confront Harkon with Auriel's bow, which we will do. Maybe there's a little exit. We'll grab that also. Maybe there's a little... Oh, yes, that's right. We can... Yes, okay, I remember. There was this path over here. Thank God, because I remember Darkfall Passage. Oh, and the Blessing of Auriel, I just realized, is going to give us that bonus to marksmanship. So, even though we're not an archer, we can still utilize the bow at a decent level, and we'll try and do that when confronting Harkon. Unless Harkon wants to just be cool about everything and give up the prophecy, you know, and not be such a evil vampire. That'll happen, right? This is a video game after all. I mean, you can always resolve things peacefully. Just kidding. This is not Mass Effect. This is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, if you guys were unaware. Okay, hopefully I'm going the right way. Yes, looks like this is going to lead out. Please say Skyrim. Yes! To Skyrim. Alright, we have the great statue of Erkingthan there, which is pretty applicable to our current situation, considering that was a snow elf, and we've dealt with the only two remaining snow elves, I think, in the entire world at this point in time. Alright, let's press start, let's press X, let's go to Castle Volkihar, and end this, which is interesting considering we haven't dealt too much with the Dawnguard. Your vampire blood boils in the sunlight. This is a perfect opportunity to show you guys what I mean. If we go to magic and active effects, we have a bunch of negative things happening to us right now. We have weakness to fire. Your vampiric blood gives you negative 50% weakness to... I think that's inherent, though. That doesn't change. And weakness to sunlight. Health, magic, and stamina do not recover while in sunlight and are reduced by 60 points. But if we go into items, weapons, blood-cursed elven arrows, take out Auriel's bow, which is going to be up here. And then we just need to find the sun, but there's not going to be any sun because we are at Castle Volkihar, where it's eternally hazy, cloudy, overcast, things like that, which really sucks because obviously it is the daytime. So this is not going to work. And we're also not going to be able to use these arrows outside either. So back to Incinerate, which is very sad, but... I mean, we could still use Auriel's bow, considering it does triple damage to undead, and if we do end up fighting all of these vampires, I don't know. I don't know, because I've never done this. Like, I'm not trying to spoil anything. I've never done this. This is all completely blind to me. As far as the Dawnguard vampire line, instead of signing with the Dawnguard. So, I don't know. I don't know what could happen. We may be able to talk to him, talk him out of it, but I mean, we're Adranok, so that's not gonna happen anyways. You guys gonna attack me? No, looks like they're all still cool. So let's go ahead and find Harkon. Not exactly sure where he is because, again, haven't really dealt with Castle Volkihar too much. Okay, it's telling me to go over there. Please don't tell me I needed to go to the balcony. Oh, this looks correct. Haven't seen this gate before. Volkihar Cathedral.
So you've returned. Is your pet keeping you entertained?
You know why we're here.
Of course I do. You disappoint me, Serana. You've taken everything I provided for you and thrown it all away for this pathetic half-breed vampire.
Provided for me? Are you insane? You've destroyed our family. You've killed other vampires, all over some prophecy that we barely understand. No more. I'm done with you. You will not touch him.
So, I see this dragon has fangs. Your voice drips with the venom of your mother's influence. How alike you've become.
No. Because unlike her, I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore.
And you. It appears I have you to thank for turning my daughter against me. I knew it was only a matter of time before your ambition outgrew your loyalty.
Loyalty? You never intended to let me live.
A small price to pay for the betterment of our kind.
You're an insult to our kind.
Oh, come now. Spare me your notions of kinship. You've simply used Serana in an attempt to take away what should rightfully be mine.
The bow belongs to me now.
Finally, a trace of honesty in our little conversation. How does it feel to hold the fate of the vampire in your grasp? Exhilarating, isn't it?
Enough of this.
Yes, quite. I'm growing weary of speaking to you and my traitorous daughter. I'll give you a single chance to turn over the bow to me. There will not be a second.
Never.
Very well then. You leave me no choice.
Now, unfortunately, I don't think that we have access to Highborn, do we? It has not been enough time. Oh, we do indeed. Okay, but before we use that, I want to test out Oriel's bow because Lord Harkon is obviously undead. 20 points of sun damage. Undead targets take triple damage. So this should be pretty effective towards him, but we're not going to waste our Blood Cursed or Sun Hallowed because we need to use them in conjunction with the sun. We do have 7 Daedric arrows, however, so let's go ahead and grab... Oh, we can actually use our Magicka to dual cast Stone Flesh. Unfortunately, still no level up, and then we will grab Oriel's bow. And with our pitiful marksmanship, we'll see how much damage we do to Lord Harkon, who's already been pretty heavily damaged. Okay, so I just need to land an arrow here. I don't have any of the archery perks that slow down time, which is really good. Okay, he's using bats, actually, which is pretty cool.
It ends here.
Okay, so that doesn't really do too much, but it does have that little glowing effect on him. Oh, we actually need to use... Oh, that's right. Oh, I think you do fight Harkon regardless of whether or not you're in the Dawn... Yeah, you must, because you need to stop him. What are you doing, dude? There's a quest marker above you. Like, I know you're there. Okay. Yeah, we do need to use Oriel's bow in conjunction. So that must mean... Yes, that's why the... Oh my god, this is annoying. That's why the... Okay, so screw this. I'm going to use Incinerate until he goes into that little... invulnerable state, but that's why all these Draugrs are being spawned, so that you can constantly refresh your arrows. Okay, there we go. And now he's going to go over there, which means we want to grab Oriel's bow again and fire at him, which will remove that barrier. And I didn't even realize that. I was just trying to damage him. We'll grab Incinerate again. Incinerate again. Okay, now where'd you go, Harkon? I think we can hit him like this, right? Nope, looks like he's invulnerable. This guy is the biggest bitch of all time. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I can keep following you, dude, until like you're not. Okay, there we go. Yeah, will you? It's gonna be pretty hard when you're dead if I can hit you. All right, time to use Highborn. I have to keep activating it in the menu since it keeps taking it out of my favorites menu for some reason. Okay. And you gonna do your barrier thing again, or what you got going on now?
Well, now that's done.
What will you do now?
I'm not sure. I'll probably stay here for as long as they'll let me. I think we can rebuild here. Make my family's legacy something more respectable. Of course, if you've got any more adventures planned.
I don't think they'll involve you.
Suit yourself.
Oh, I love being a bad guy for
Lord
once.
Harkon defeated. I never imagined I'd see the day. My lady, you have my deepest sympathies. I am sure this was not easy for you.
He was out of control, Garen. It had to be done. I'm not happy about this. He was still my father. But I suppose my father really died a long time ago. This was just the end of something else.
Of course, my dear. All will be well now. My congratulations on defeating Harkon. Clearly, you are the superior vampire. You are the new master. We bow to your power. A power which, I note, includes Oriel's bow. The castle, of course, is yours. We shall follow you, and help spread your influence across Skyrim.
Now what about the Dawnguard?
I am above the petty squabbles here. I have lived for far too long to be bothered with them.
Interesting. It would appear that we're completely done with the Dawnguard DLC, at least for the majority. I love when stuff like this happens. Let's loot everything that we have in here. You'll notice... Okay. You'll notice, oh, this chest wasn't here before. Okay, let's see. A bunch of ore in there. Another skeleton. We don't need to loot all these. There's going to be quite a few skeletons in here. Let's search Harkon's ashes. He's going to have vampire royal armor, which we already have. How much does that weigh? 9? Oof. We have Harkon's sword. Ooh. Absorbs 15 points of health, magicka, and stamina if wielded by a vampire. I don't remember this. Did I not kill Harkon before? Black Soul Gem Grand, awesome. Potion of Blood, no thanks. Vampire Dust, Ring of Eminent Destruction. Destruction spells cast 20% or cost 20% less to cast. That's actually probably a really good upgrade. Necklace of Magic Suppression increases magic resistance by 17%. And Circlet of Eminent Restoration. Restoration spells cost 20% less to cast. And there we go. Can we activate this pool of blood? Does not appear so. Alright, let's take a quick look around just to see if there's anything else that we can loot. I love how your choices in telling Serana whether or not we want her to follow us is either, yeah, sure, or, nah, they're not going to involve you. They didn't even give you like a, no, sorry, I've got things to do that I got to handle personally. They didn't give you one of those options, but that's good because that's not what Adranok would say. He would say exactly what we did say, so, yeah. Anyways... Well, I'm not sure what to do here because this ended sort of abruptly. It didn't even give us anything to do with the Dawnguard to finish them off or anything, considering they're a troop of vampire hunters that want to destroy our kind. I'm not even sure if there are any quests or anything left. There are on the Dawnguard side, so there must be on the vampire side. I don't know too much about Castle Valkahar, so maybe we'll just explore a bit. What is that? Werewolf pelt. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll explore a bit and see if we can find anything of interest. Obviously, this is some sort of torture room. Can't be a vampire. Can't have a vampire keep without a torture room, you know? What are in these? Ooh. Ooh, what is that? Okay, I need to figure out what that thing is. So let's open this. Should have the key, though, shouldn't I? I am the Lord of Castle Valkahar. Bonehawk Amulet? Bonehawk Ring? I'm sorry, what is this? Bonehawk Amulet and Bonehawk Ring. Okay, we'll take the diamond too, why not? And we have some other stuff in here. Are these like unique items? Well, we'll find out. Lockpicking works for me. There we go. Necklace of Minor Magicka and can't take the hand. Alright, we'll take that. We'll close this. We have some sort of scroll in here with an expert lock. I wonder if these are these moving up? I think the first one was apprentice, right? The second one may have been adept. This is expert, so maybe the last one is master. Come on, I have that perk, right? For expert lock. Oh, man. Remember when we had the skeleton key? Remember how fun that was? Come on! Every single time. It's like so friggin' close to the little... There we go. Okay, that should be a lockpick perk, or lockpicking increase. Yes, Scroll of Hysteria. All right, we'll take that too. There's our level up. And what is in here? Apprentice. Looks like a bunch of hearts, which we'll probably take too because they're alchemical ingredients. Yeah, human hearts. All right. Wonderful noise when we pick those up. What's past this door? I think I said pass like with a B. I meant pass with a P, obviously. Okay, let's see. We have a bunch of wardrobes and obviously a coffin, which we should sleep in a second. Some more jewels. Okay, let's go ahead and level up. Let's see. We're at 300 health, 200 stamina. We'll increase magicka to 400, I think. That's what we'll do. And then also, I mean, we are using destruction now. Is there anything else that we can put up first before I go to conjuration? I do want to do the conjuration also. No, we need... But that doesn't even matter because master level destruction spells are the ones that take 10 years to cast, right? The ones that are not... oh, I can't think of the word. Practical. There we go. The ones that are not practical to use. So I think we might be done with destruction, right? I mean, all we have is the shock and the frost and then the upgrades to the shock and the frost, but we're mainly sticking to fire. So let's go to conjuration. Oh, is it only going to take one perk? Looks like it is. Cast master level conjuration spells for half magicka. Very nice. Okay, and the reason that I put a perk point into that, obviously, is because if we go to magic and conjuration, we have conjure flame. Okay, where is oh, it's thrall. That's right. So the storm is going to be the most powerful, and it costs 300 magicka, and we have 350, right? So we should be able to do this now. And also, we should be able to conjure 2 of them. Okay, so how much does this cost? 277, and this costs 227. All right, so let's do this, and this should freaking work now. Yes, indeed. Okay, it's going to take all of our magicka, but now we have a permanent storm atronach. And doesn't that look cool also? Just look at that. And if we cast this again, we should have 2, and that sounds crazy OP, so I'm going to be honestly surprised if this works, although of course it should work. Yeah, Atronach's Potent Storm Atronach, and we've got 2 of them, and now these things are going to live with us, or be around us until they die, basically. Oh my god. Okay. Let's also sleep just to prove that. So it's 8:51 a.m. Let's sleep for 12 hours because obviously we're a vampire. We want to peruse at nighttime so we don't get all of those negative effects. And I think we will remain a vampire until we master that trait. At least. Okay, you waken feeling a surge of vampiric power. Also, someone told me at one point that the one thing that we were looking at in the active effects, it was Champion of the Night. They were saying that wasn't because of that. That wasn't because of sleeping in the coffin. It was something else. But I mean, I'm not going to try and find what that is because we've got so many effects right now. So I think it's something else that the surge of vampiric power is giving us. Not too sure. Anyways, we're going to move on. The only thing that I'm curious about is that I think these storm atronachs are going to get stuck on a bunch of stuff. So that's going to suck. Let's see if we have any books up here. I think for the remainder of the episode, we will explore Castle Volkihar, see if we have any quests, see if there are anything else, see if there is anything else that we want to activate or talk to or anything like that, because once more, I do not know what Castle Volkihar holds. We have a unique death hound named Kusith. Oh, ready for some bloodshed, beast? Silence, cur. No meat for you today. He's not actually growling. Okay, so it looks like we can also take a little Elder Scrolls version of dog meat with us. Although that doesn't really look too much like dog meat. Dog meat would be looking pretty worse for wear. But yeah, we're not going to. We are going to talk to Garen.
I saw more than enough political maneuvering in my time in House Dress. I was tired of it then, and I'm tired of it now.
Something on your mind, Garen?
Now that the castle is yours, I was wondering, would you be interested in having the passage to the courtyard restored? Harkon clearly never cared much for it.
See to it at once.
It would be my pleasure.
Yeah, would it? Okay.
Enjoy yourself. I have never understood the Nord fascination with weapons. Magic is so much more versatile, don't you think?
I do, actually. What can I do to help?
Speak with Vingalmo. He has something for you.
All right.
If you'll excuse
So that's interesting. Didn't know about that. Looks like we have a passage. It's probably this right here he's talking about, right? Looks like we're going to get a little shortcut to the... what is happening to me? Looks like we're going to get a shortcut to the courtyard. Okay, I'm not sure what exactly that does. Wasn't aware of it yet again. All right, so let's explore this area. Ooh, we've got an alchemy lab, and we've got an arcane enchanter. We've got quite a lot of new things, so hopefully at least one. Yes, circlet of eminent restoration. Bye-bye. Circlet of water breathing. Bye-bye. Hide armor of major health. Adios. Necklace of disease immunity. See you later. Necklace of magic suppression. Bye-bye. That was a nice round of disenchanting. Wow, okay, very nice. All right, now let's see what we have on these shelves. Keep an eye out for any skill books. Okay, we have a bed over here, but why sleep in a bed when we have some coffins? Duh. Okay, we have another door, which is going to lead to a display case with some necklaces and a dagger. Okay, going to assume those are just random, and we most likely already have the effects. Not going to waste your time trying to lockpick those. So, I want to see...
I'm above the petty squabbles here.
I want to see when he creates that passage, see what it does. But obviously it's going to be time-based. So let's keep moving. We can go down here. I have no clue. I know I already said this, but I have no clue where I'm going. So this is just 100% exploration, pretty much. We got vampire armor, another display case, more vampire armor, coffins. So I guess this would serve as the barracks, pretty much. Okay, this leads back down to another... Oh, we wanted to take a look at the... yeah, the Bonehawk whatever. Bonehawk amulet. Look at that. And Bonehawk ring. They don't seem to do anything, but they're definitely unique and cool. Okay, we also have a damage health poison recipe. Skeever tail small antlers. We'll take that. We're not going to make any potions just yet. Got a Nern root and some other alchemical ingredients in there. Ingredients, I should say. Okay, who are you? Ronthil?
I hope you find life in the castle to be to your liking.
What do you do here?
Whatever is required. I'm happy to do whatever is asked of me. I only wish to be useful. Often I take on tasks that Garen or Farron find distasteful or beneath them. If I can remain useful, those above me will see fit to keep me here. Until next time.
Okay, a lot of books. Some of them are actually valued at a decent amount, but usually when they put all these books together, there's never going to be a skill book because it would... The game developers know it would be too hard to try and figure out which one's which. We have another display case with a note in there, which is obviously going to be another recipe. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that is. Frenzy poison recipe, blisterwort and Falmer ear. A bunch of poisons as well. We're going to close that. Okay, who is this guy? Alchemist. We can harvest the blood or search. Oh, we can harvest the blood. Yes, that's a dark elf blood. Yes, that's some dark elf blood, I should say. Okay, he's got a death bell, Nern root, not much else. And who is this? Farron Sadri.
Life here has many advantages.
Okay, most of these guys just have something to sell, and then we can ask them what can we do here, but they're all going to point us to the main guy for now. All right, so let's go ahead and find that guy, and it looks like he's right over here.
You'll be a welcome addition to the court, I'm sure. If I may, let me offer you a piece of advice. Be careful who you trust. Not all of us have the court's best interests at heart. Orthiolf, for example. He'll tell you he means well, but believe me, he can't be trusted at all. Keep that in mind, will you?
Why can't Orthiolf be trusted?
He claims to serve loyally, but he really covets the throne. He sees himself in charge someday. His ambition will justify any actions. Put your faith in him, and you will regret it, I promise you.
What can I do to help?
I've found a new candidate, ripe for Harkon's gift. I'm sending you to welcome this soul into our family. A pathetic creature in her present condition. But the gift will embolden her, and her lowly state suits her to being our eyes and ears in Markarth. Put her mind to rest, allay her fear through vampiric seduction, and when she is in a pliant condition, embrace her and bite her on the neck.
Understood.
When you offer the embrace, do so away from prying eyes. Our new sibling will then likely require rest while her blood undergoes the change. Return to me when your part is done.
Alright, so we have a Radiant quest, which I pretty much figured was going to be what that was. Just like with the Dawnguard, you can get a bunch of Radiant quests. So yeah, so we'll do that one just to finish it off. We won't do any more, though. There's
You
Serana.
need something?
Okay, we can still just use her to make our arrows cooler, but we're not going to travel with her. We also have
I leave
Modna.
politics to others. I serve the lord of the castle. Leave me in peace.
Okay, we've got some bodies on the table, too. I wonder if we can feed. What is happening?
Leave me in peace.
Oh my god, that's right. You're alive, right? Oh, they're alive. I forgot about that. Oh, that's so gross. Hey, what's up?
Another elf, I see. I'm sure Vilgalmo is sizing you up as we speak, trying to figure if you're friend or foe. He'll tell you what a monster I am, that I can't be trusted. You mark my words, it's him you need to worry about. If it'll get him closer to being in charge, he'll slit your throat without a moment's thought.
You don't trust Vingalmo?
No, and if you're smart, you won't either. I know he's one of your kind and all, but he's only looking out for himself. You think you're best of friends, until you find his fangs in your neck.
Well, I actually hope that he tries to attack me, because then I can harvest his high elf blood,
You can't
which
trust
I
the
still
word
need.
that comes out of his mouth. Joy, remember that.
Oh my god, they're just casually, passively feasting on these people that are still alive. That's unnerving, man. It takes a lot to make me feel unnerved in video games or movies or well, video games mostly. That is unnerving. My god.
New blood, eh? Let's get something very clear. I don't care about politics. You want to fight over the throne with the rest of them, go right ahead. I feed when I'm hungry, I sleep when I'm tired, and I kill whenever I'm in the mood. Those are the things that are important to me. Enjoy your hunt.
So she can train us in two-handed. So it looks like we have access to a lot of training. We had speech, we had two-handed, and I think we had some more, maybe? I don't know. We'll take the coin purse. The episode's coming to a close here pretty soon, so hopefully we can explore as much as possible before that happens. This is obviously the training room. Let's jump up. These Storm Achenax, I can already tell are gonna make me like run into them and not be able to move a bunch of times.
No one will soon forget that you were the one to defeat Harkon.
Okay, Adronach does not care about backstory whatsoever. We don't care if this woman was in the companions. Oh, I heard a comment recently saying that I don't look at the journals and I don't talk with people too much as I used to do. I'm literally role-playing. It's not out of laziness or not out of indifference. I am literally role-playing as Adronach, and Adronach does not talk to people and does not care about their backstories. That's how it's always been. And I answered that comment, but I forgot to mention that too. Like, you guys can believe me or not, but that's what's going on with that. Like, seriously, I mean, we've done that from the start. Adronach does not care about people's backstories or the fact that that woman was in the companions. He literally does not care whatsoever. So anyways, we have a couple of lockpicks here and a spigot and not much else. Silver jug with blood on the top. Interesting. All right, I think that's probably not it though, because there was another door over here, but this is where the bloodstone chalice was, which will activate again to get blood of the ancients. Forget what that is. Let's take a look at it real quick. Blood of the ancients, blood of the ancients, blood of the ancients, blood of the ancients. Your vampiric drain spell absorbs magic and stamina from your victims for 1 day. That's right. So yeah, we want to return here and grab that every chance. Okay, we also have a path this way, and I think this might be it, so we'll explore this a little bit, and then we will end the episode, although it looks like this is a pretty big chamber here. Nothing past that door. We have a man over here named Rargle.
You're new here, so I'll explain this once. You feed from the thralls as much as you like. You kill them, and I'll split you in half.
Okay. See, like, Adronach wouldn't care where the thralls came from. He just cares about feeding on the thralls, except we don't, because, then our vampiric powers will be decreased. But obviously here we can feed on all of this vampire cattle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I think we're pretty much done. We might clean up some stuff with the Dawnguard DLC if any remains. Also, I would assume there's more things that we can do, like the Ethereum Wars quest, the Ethereum quest, whatever you want to call it, but that's kind of unrelated. And just be rest assured that we will complete everything of note in the Dawnguard if it remains. That being said, we might move on to something completely different in the next episode. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next episode. Bye-bye.